Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. Yahawah Yashala coming out with another episode of bringing out those holy precepts. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to our Yahawah, Hashem, Hawashai, Hashem, Kadash, true Father, deliverance, Savior, and ancient Paleo Hebrew, Lashawan, Kodash, the holy original tongue. Again, Yahawah Yashala coming out with another episode of bringing out those holy precepts, giving all praise and glory to the Most High God, Yahawah. And just going to do a piggyback on my last lesson. Yahawah has brought forth his weapons of indignation. Okay, Yahawah has brought forth his weapons of indignation. Talking about the judgment and destruction coming here to this land, Babylon the Great, a.k.a. Ozarith in the Bible. Okay, and for the learned ones know that it was named after that slave trader, Amerigo Vespucci. That's where they got America. Okay, but we're talking about the daughter of Babylon. Okay, let's recap for my last lesson. Reading Jeremiah the 50th chapter. I'm going to start at verse 1 to recap the word that Yahawah spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Verse 2, declare ye amongst the nations and publish, and set a standard, publish, conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Okay, let's just pick up some precepts here. Lost sheep, verse 6, my people that have been lost sheep, their shepherds have caused them to go astray, and have turned away from away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. Okay, we know it's the children of Israel. We know who the Messiah came for. Matthew 15:24. Red letter, the king speaking. And it reads, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Okay, the Messiah only came for the children of Israel. Okay, let's keeping topic. Let's get one of the key points. Verse 9. Jeremiah 15 verse 9. And it reads, for lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Okay, Babylon the Great, so-called America, the United Snakes, as I like to call it, an assembly of great nations from the north country. We see it in the news every day. Russia, China, Brazil, they call themselves BRICS, BRICS. Okay, includes Saudi Arabia, China, of course, North Korea, Iran, Iraq. We see it all in the news. What does the Father say? I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. Okay, they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she is taken. Everybody can Google it now. All these countries coming against Babylon, Babylon's already surrounded. Okay, of course in international waters, but they're out there. Okay, their arrow shall be as a mighty expert man. So what is the Father telling us? It's man-made. What are those modern-day arrows? Intercontinental ballistic missiles, nuclear missiles that all these countries of BRIC is threatening so-called America right now. None shall return in vain. None of them arrows, none of them nuclears that are destined to come here, thus saith the Lord, none shall return in vain. Okay, let's drop down. I covered that in this first lesson. Reading 14, Jeremiah 15:14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, and ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahawah. Okay? Cover that. Verse 15, shout against her round about. She has given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down, for it is vengeance of Yahawah. Take vengeance upon her, as she has done, do unto her. Judgment is coming here. What this nation reaped against the children of Israel, okay, they're gonna have to sow. I mean, that's Galatians 6 and 7. What you reap, you shall sow. Okay, the rape, robbery, murder that they done to the indigenous people of this land. Okay, I mean, it's history. Nobody can refute it. Or I mean, it's history, and it's also in the Bible. Okay, let's keep reading. I know I left off. Let's read 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation amongst the nation? How is the hammer of the earth? Okay, that's why we know that this is talking about this country. Okay, where is the stock market? Babylon. Where is Wall Street? Babylon. Where is everything? Where's all the banks? All the major banks in Babylon? Where's the Federal Reserve? Babylon. Read it again. How is the hammer of the earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation amongst the nation? Nobody's fighting for those lands in the Middle East or anywhere else that anybody thinks that the daughter of Babylon is. This is spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, and spiritual Sodom. Okay, that's why you see the laws they passed here. Okay, it's not talking about the original land. Spiritually. Okay, this is where the slave trades came to. America. Okay, that's where the people's Acts 7 and 6 talks about that the Most High people gonna sojourn to a land that's not theirs, and be there 400 years. Okay, it's talking about His people. Okay, let's stay on topic here. I stopped that last lesson in 25, and this is the title of the lesson. Let's get it. Yahawah has opened His armory and has brought forth the weapons of His indignation. For this is the work of Yahawah, thy power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Verse 26, Jeremiah 50 and 26. Come against her from the utmost border. Open her storehouses. Cast her as heaps and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Okay, this world don't know that what's coming. Okay, that's why we are blowing the trumpets, the prophets of the Most High, and bringing out this word. Okay, it's time to repent and get yourself right with the Most High. Okay, point blank, period. Or you will see hell. Let me just leave it at that. Staying on topic. 27. Slay all her buttocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe to them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. Okay? Slay all her bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe. When you look up the word woe, is destruction. Destruction unto them. For their day is come, the time of their visitation. Okay, 28. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare Zion the vengeance of Yahawah, our power, the vengeance of His temple. Okay. Jeremiah 50 and 29. Call together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow, camp around it. So like you camp against it round about. Let none therefore escape. Recompense her according to her works, according to all that she has done, do unto her. For she has been proud against Yahawah, against the Holy One of Israel. It's the Most High God. Okay? And He has a name. I've covered that in other lessons. Let's get to verse 30. Look at these points that are coming up. Verse 30, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahawah. Therefore shall her young men fall in the street, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahawah. You could put all the militaries of all these countries together. When you get to the book of Revelation, then you see the downfall of Babylon the Great in 1 hour. Okay, that's the power of the Most High God coming here. Okay? Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahawah. So you can see why this wicked demonic government came up with their so-called space program. Okay? But see, like, nobody's bringing all these points. Nobody's bringing the destruction to their observatories in the so-called land Puerto Rico. Okay? Nobody's talking about, this been in place too. As everybody's so concerned about the so-called NWO agenda. Nah, you need to worry about the Most High. Okay? You need to worry about the Most High. But let's stay on topic. That's another lesson for another day. Jeremiah 50:31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith Yahawah, thy power of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. Okay? Jeremiah 50:31. I'm going to read 30 because just to make sure the point is put out there. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahawah. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith Yahawah, thy power of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I would visit thee. Verse 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. Okay? That's that thermal intercontinental ballistic missiles, them arrows that are prophesied to destroy this land. Okay? Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. We don't care who will live. This is for the righteous of Israel, the ones that are woke to this truth of this Bible. Okay, this world is still asleep. They still going out to the clubs. They still filling up these arenas, sporting arenas. They still following these idols of so-called singers and movie, whatever, Follywood as we call it. Listen, this whole system is demonic. Okay? The whole system, the pharmaceutical system, this whole place is demonic, and it has to be burned. Thus saith the Lord, and thus saith the Holy Bible. See, the Spirit takes me someplace else, but let's stay on topic. Jeremiah 50:33. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Let me read this again. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the children of Israel, okay, the northern kingdom, and the children of Judah, the southern kingdom. See, this world can't understand how the blacks, Hispanics, and the natives are connected biblically, because they don't know the heritage. They don't know nothing about the true biblical Israelites. Those wax-tailed demons that are in the land of Israel right now, those are not the Israelites. They call themselves Israelites. You know why? Because they're lies against Israel. Then they were put there in 1948 by the so-called United States in the Balfour Declaration. So history. The Most High didn't put them there. Man put them there. Okay? That's why everybody was shocked when Kanye and Kyrie Irving in the sports world, everybody was talking that the true Jews are black. The world should know that already. But let's stay on topic. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. There's no other land out here, okay, where the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, but Babylon, okay, so-called the United Snakes. I mentioned the slave trades that came here, okay? It's history, cannot be disputed. And all that took them captives, held them fast. They refused to let them go. Verse 34, their Redeemer is strong. Yahawah of hosts is his name. Okay, read it again. The Redeemer is strong. Yahawah of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, and he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Verse 35, Jeremiah 15:35, a sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith Yahawah, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her prince, and upon her wise men. Okay? Verse 36, this is what's coming to this so-called God-forsaken land that y'all call America. We were brought here in slavery. Okay? Let's get it right. Against our wills. Verse 36, a sword is upon the liars. What is the Father saying? Oh, praise and glory to the Most High. Yahawah Shem Yahushai. A sword is upon the liars. Because that's all this land is built on. Lies. Everything is a lie here. Everything is fake. Just as their Bollywood movies, they set all that up. That their NASA program is fake. It's fake. They can't get through the firmament of the Most High God. Stop it. Stop the madness. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. Verse 37, a sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. Jeremiah 50:38, a drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. I mean, this is just beautiful. That's why I'm bringing out this whole series. It's going to be the next couple of lessons, all talking about this wicked demonic land who y'all call America. Do the research. Named after a slave trader, Amerigo Vespucci. I mean, this place is built up on lies. And you know what? So many people in this wicked demonic world still want to live that lie rather than fessing up and say the truth. But we're going to leave that for the day of judgment. Because every one of us is going to have a seat in that judgment seat, pursuant to 2 Corinthians 5:10. Okay? To talk about what we've done in our bodies, whether it be good or whether it be bad. You know? And that's just the way it is. Everybody's going to go to that judgment seat. Verse 39, therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the owls shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Listen to verse 40. As the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith Yahawah, so no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. That's going to be the history of Babylon, the daughter of Babylon. Okay, the whore that you read pursuant to Revelation of the 17th chapter. Okay, I'm going to read it again, verse 40, Jeremiah 50 and verse 40. As the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, thus saith Yahawah, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any man, so like any son of man, dwell therein. Okay, verse 41. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be rised up from the coast of the earth. That's why you're gonna see bricks. Okay, and let me just put this in context. Okay, when you understand NATO and the EU, those are the 10 and the 7 horns in the book of Revelation that drank that wine of fornication with so-called America. Those are the allies. Okay, brick are the ones the Father's putting up together to come against this land. That's the whole purpose of this lesson. Okay, and the series of talking about Babylon, because I got a lot of stuff to, okay. 42, Salakia, 41 again. Behold, the people shall come from the north and a great nation, and many kings shall be rised up from the coast of the earth. 42, they shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Their voices shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Every one put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. Okay? We know this ain't the land. This is spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom. It's in the Bible. Okay? And let's get a precept. I covered this, I think, in the first lesson. This is Psalms 137 and verse 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. You see that? That's the Father. How happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us? That's what you've done to the children of Israel. It's going to be his pleasure. Okay? Just bringing out these holy precepts. So that's all that what Abanya Shala does. Let's get back into this. Verse 43, the king of Babylon have heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and the pangs as a woman in travail. How much time? I didn't want to make this lesson. There's a few precepts left. Salakia. Verse 44. Behold, he shall come like a lion from the swelling of Jordan unto the habitation of the strong. But I will make them suddenly run away from her, and who is a chosen man, that I may appoint over her. For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time, and who is the shepherd that will stand before me? Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahawah. Say it again. Jeremiah 50 and 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of Yahawah, that he has taken against Babylon, and his purposes that he has proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Verse 46, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard amongst the nations. Okay, this is one of the, again, a series I want to come up, do it. Every time I do a lesson, it's going to be about Babylon the Great. This is Jeremiah 50, okay, the 50th chapter. Okay, the word that Yahawah spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. And let's bring out a couple of precepts. This is Micah, the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. This is talking about Babylon the Great. Okay, it's in their hands. They practice all their agendas, all their New World agendas. They jade helms, all these things that they've been doing for decades. Okay, why? Because it's in the power of their hand. Okay, Micah 2, let's see, Salakia. Micah 2 and 2. And they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. You know whose they took? The children of Israel. That's why this place is destined for destruction. What you've done to the children of Israel, you have to get judged for. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. We don't care what anybody feels. We don't care. It's written. It's all predestined. Anybody that has the true truth of the Bible, they'll have the understanding. This is Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahawah of hosts is his name. Okay, you can't make this up. You just can't make this up. You know, those that don't want to believe, they're going to have to give the account in the day of judgment. Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. With thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdom. Okay, he's talking about the children of Israel. That's who he's going to use when you're reading this in Jeremiah the 51st chapter, which I'm covered too. Jeremiah 51 and 21. And with thee I will break in pieces the horse and the rider, and with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his riders. Okay, there's so much to talk about. This land, so-called, we know it as Ozareth, of course. You know, we can go biblically and find out that the Most High held the flood back while our people made it to this part of land where no man dwelleth. So how could these so-called Europeans and Spaniards say that they discovered America? There was people here, the true biblical Israelites. Yasharal, I hope this is edifying. Stay Most High blessed. We know the time that we're living, and we know that the kingdom is nigh. I'll be back again with series about Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, that whore. Okay? Stay Most High blessed, and with that I say shalom.